So, the wedding content creator who charges up to $1,500 to capture all the special moments from your big day on her phone so you can post on social media right away instead of waiting weeks to get your professional photos. Which, by the way, I think is so crazy that this is even sort of like a job slash side hustle. It's like, wow, people care about social media that much. So, a TikToker who recently launched a business helping people create social media content during their weddings has revealed how she has earned thousands of dollars from the new venture. Taylor Richardson, 29, from Salt Lake City, Utah, began working as a wedding content creator after getting married in the fall and realizing that there was something missing from the wedding industry. After tying the knot to her husband, Taylor was excited to share some moments from her wedding to her social media accounts, but she was left disappointed when she was told it would be weeks until she received the pictures and the footage taken by the professional photographer and videographer that she had hired to capture the event. Let's see. That's when she decided to start BACHD, a company decided to documenting all the behind the scenes and special moments at your wedding purely for social media content. Let's see. That's when let's see. But instead of having to wait to share them with your followers, the content will be available immediately at your fingertips. While discussing her job on TikTok, Taylor described herself as the bride and groom's best friend for the day. She explained that she will videotape practically everything from the bride and getting her hair and makeup done, and her walking down the aisle to the newlyweds' first dance, and so on, all on her iPhone, which she will send over the couple within 24 hours. Which, by the way, people might think this is like kind of crazy to use like an iPhone, but the quality of cameras on new phones nowadays are pretty much on par with professional cameras in terms of like what people actually care about. So it's not that bad of an idea. She will also put together a few TikToks for them to post so they don't even have to worry about doing the editing. And with more than 18,000 followers on the platform and 600,000 likes across her own videos, Taylor is practically a pro at creating viral content and hopes to provide the same for her clients. Have you ever hosted an event with no content to post at the end of the night? That's where I come in. A description on her website reads, the content creator told Insider that she charges between $12.50 and $14.50 per wedding, depending on how long the couple wants her to at the event. She offers 4, 6, and 8 hour packages, which is about half of the average cost of a wedding photographer in the US. Let's see. Let's see. Taylor explained that she focuses on raw footage and candid images that have a more personal and organic feel. The results end up looking like I was attending the wedding myself, like an amazing friend who never put her phone down the entire day, she said. Well, I don't know if that would be like an amazing friend, but okay. The TikToker insisted that she would never get in the way of her photographer or videographer, and that she doesn't act as a replacement for them, but rather a bonus. At the end of the day, what you're getting from me versus your videographer are completely different, she wrote on Instagram. All of my content is raw, where with your videographer they will provide a long video that has been edited. And while she shoots everything on her iPhone, she promised no shaky or grainy content here. I mean, you can pretty much just like have like an attachment connected to your phone to like basically stabilize your phone. But the thing is, like, it's not a bad idea in the sense that anyone can pretty much go and do something like this right off the bat, right? Which is a really cool thing to see. But at the same time, it is kind of amazing that people care so much about social media that they're willing to pay someone on top of already paying a photographer and a videographer that they're also going to pay a social media content creator just for their wedding, which is pretty insane. And on TikTok, Taylor gushed about being able to provide that much needed now factor for weddings. A lot of couples aren't able to get their professional photos or video for a month. It can even exceed a month, and the fact that they're able to have 700 plus videos and photos on their phone at the night of their wedding is major, she said. You'll be able to relive your whole entire day within 24 hours. It's so fun for me because I'm able to provide that service for couples. Despite already seeing a lot of success, Taylor told Insider that she thinks the wedding content creator industry is going to explode even more next year. In this age, we're all about electronics and being able to have everything at our fingertips, she added. Not to say that nobody's patient, but people truly want to see and share stuff. They don't want to wait. Which, I kind of understand, but again, it's kind of crazy. Let's see. Let's see. Why would you wait weeks per professional photos? Whenever I go to the Photoshop, I get my photos within 2 days. Yes, if you're paying that sort of money, then you are a mug. What? You wait weeks because the photographer takes all the photos, edits them, deletes all the crappy ones, and then sends it back. This process takes weeks. Or just ask your mom to save 2 grand. Let's see. Why do some choose wear virginal white while flaunting? Okay, weird. All on her phone, want to be a photographer. I think it's an interesting idea. I'm just kind of surprised that there's so much demand that she's actually making a good amount of money from it. You wedding spy? That's what an assistant photographer is for. OMFG. Interesting. Let's see. Best rated. Okay. Yeah. That's basically it. I mean, feel free to give your thoughts on this. I think if you were to start a side hustle and you got some free time, and obviously if you have a smartphone, which you probably do, why not give it a shot or something similar to this? Because I think people aren't really aware just how expensive weddings are. And so her charging like close to like $1,500 might sound crazy, but at the same time, since like I think the average wedding cost in America now is like over $30,000 for the wedding day, it's not completely out there in the realm. Like it's not like in outer space. It's still there. It's still a possibility. Like now, I personally don't understand spending this type of money on something like this, but if you care so much about likes or views on social media, okay, I guess it might be worth it to you. But I don't know. To me, $1,500 can go a long way for the marriage, right? You could use this to start paying bills as a married couple. You could maybe put this into like a joint savings account. Like there's a lot of ways that you could use this money to really improve the marriage when you're actually connected. But if this is something that's like your big day or whatever, and you just gotta have your social media posts, I guess it's potentially worth it to you. But still, $1,500 is pretty steep. But if you're the content creator and you're charging this amount of money, you do this a few times a month, you're making a full time living without really doing anything too crazy. Or basically doing something that you wouldn't be doing anyways, because you'd probably just film this stuff for your friends anyways for free. So why not charge now? I mean, seriously, when you think about it, say you charge $1,500 per wedding and you get about 2 weddings per month minimum. That's 3 grand per month, and depending on your living expenses, that could potentially like pay for your lifestyle if you keep your expenses low, which is a pretty nice thing. I mean, just imagine that. Imagine if you can create a full-time living with just your iPhone. That would be pretty awesome. So I definitely don't hate the content creator for doing this. I think it's a pretty cool idea for her to actually pull this off. And I think other people who are interested in this should try something like this as well. Because Why not? You know, you could do it for free.